This is News 10 ABC, your local election headquarters.
Fight for working families, we fight for our communities, and we're going to continue to do that for the next 4 years. Thank you.
Albany Mayor Kathy Sheehan easily winning re-election here in the city of Albany. What she's looking forward to for her third term.
CDC Director Rochelle Walensky signing off on the use of the Pfizer COVID vaccine for kids between the ages of 5 and 11. How states are preparing to distribute those shots.
And Shenendehowa graduate Ian Anderson, now a World Series champion. How about that? The latest on the Atlanta Braves and their major victory over the Houston Astros in Game 6 last night down in Houston. Would have been nice to see them win in Atlanta, but hey.
Right. Either way, it's
beating the Astros on their home turf. That's pretty cool, too.
So exciting and making the capital region proud.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's terrific. Thanks for joining us this morning. We're going to have all your election results coming up in just a moment. Start with the forecast, though.
Find it on Google Play or the Apple App Store.
News 10 is your local election headquarters, and many key races across the capital region have come to a close now.
Yeah, in Albany, Mayor Sheehan easily winning re-election here last night. She'll be serving her third term in the capital city of Albany after surviving a challenge from Republican Alicia Purdy and independent candidate Greg Adela.
Now, back in 2014, after Sheehan's first win, she became the first female mayor of Albany. Here's what she had to say last night about the future of the city under her continued leadership.
We don't take for granted that we come to work every day with a mission to ensure that we are doing all that we can for our community, that we are doing all that we can to keep people safe, that we are doing all that we can to build the hopes and dreams and future that our residents want for their city.
Meanwhile, despite the loss to Sheehan, Purdy and Idella now looking forward to how they'll stay involved with improving the capital city.
This is not only not my final chapter, this is not Albany's final chapter. This is not the final chapter for people who wanted transformation. This is the beginning of a new chapter.
I've met so many great people that I will lend my voice and my platform that I built my 20-year career to continue to empower the community and give a voice to some good corners of the community that I know that need help, and I'd gladly do that.
For more on this race and much, much more, head online to our website, news10.com.
Meanwhile, in Saratoga Springs, Democrat Ron Kim has declared victory in the city's mayoral race there. It was a tight race between Kim and Republican challenger Heidi Owen West, as well as independent candidate and City Public Safety Commissioner Robin Dalton. Here's what Kim had to say following last night's results.
We're going to go out and talk to people, see what's on their minds. We want to make sure that their input is part of our administration, and I'm looking forward to that process.
Kim will be taking the reins from Democrat Meg Kelly, who served 2 terms after winning in 2017.
And despite the loss, Republican challenger Heidi Owen West, a business owner there in the city of Saratoga Springs, looking forward to investing more time into her community. Here's what she had to say to supporters last night.
Whether it was a kind word, a donation, a text on a tough day, there were some really, really tough days, and working together, we got through them all. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
West highlighting a number of topics affecting the Saratoga Springs community. During her campaign, one of her main focuses was public safety.
6:35 right now to Rensselaer. Very tight race for mayor between the incumbent Mike Stammel and Democratic challenger Richard Mooney. Take a look right here. Stammel defeated Mooney back in 2019 after a special election to finish the term of former Mayor Dan Dwyer. Dwyer died in office and Mooney was appointed mayor until that special election. Right now, you see 100% of the precincts reporting Stammel is ahead literally by just a few votes there.
Well, in addition to several candidate races, voters all across the state got to decide on several ballot proposals. So here's a look at those results. First up here, Proposition 1, which involves redistricting of legislative and congressional district lines. It failed with a vote of 55% to 44%. Now, Prop 2, which impacts where and when new developments related to clean air and clean water can take place, was passed. Proposition 3 now, which would allow voters to register less than 10 days before an election, did not pass by a vote of 43% to 56%. Proposition 4, which would eliminate the requirement that a voter provide a reason for voting by absentee ballot, that also failed, a vote of 55% to 44%. And finally, Proposition 5, which would increase the New York City Civil Court's jurisdiction, passed, overwhelmingly so, 63% yes, 36% no. Remember, News 10 is your local election headquarters. For the very latest, go to our website, news10.com.
All right, and some other news today. Jury selection will begin for the trial of James White. man accused of that quadruple homicide in Troy about 4 years ago. He stands accused of killing those 4 people inside his Lansingburg home in December of 2017. Case has already gone to court once, but a mistrial was declared in spring of 2020, due in part to the pandemic.
In the race to vaccinate now, CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky has officially given clearance for the use of Pfizer's COVID vaccine for kids between the ages of 5 and 11. Pfizer has already begun shipping millions of pediatric shots to states, doctors' offices, and pharmacies all across the country. Vermont Governor Phil Scott putting out the following statement saying, quote, "Vaccinating Vermont's youth will have a significant impact on our efforts to move past this pandemic, and we need parents to take advantage of this safe, free, and effective way to protect their children." Now, according to the governor's office, parents can register eligible children for the vaccine. That starts at 8 this morning.
All right, as we look ahead now, Maria College, in partnership with St. Peter's, will be holding a COVID vaccination clinic from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. this Friday, the 5th. The clinic will be held at the college's Marion Hall, where the Moderna vaccine will be administered.
Happening today, Warren County will be hosting a COVID booster clinic at the Municipal Center Human Services Building. The clinic will take place from 4:30 to 6:30. The Moderna booster will be available. And to find out whether or not you qualify for a booster, we have the information for you on our website at news10.com.
Happening right now, residents in Albany expressing a little frustration over a contractor who allegedly changed the date on an emergency no parking sign, causing several cars to be towed. According to Albany Parking Division's website, Ash Grove Place was scheduled for a no parking order on October 19th, but the sign was altered to read the 20th. Albany Common Council member Alfredo Bellerin says the city is now looking into ways to make sure this never happens again, including giving a 72-hour notice of any emergency no parking event.
People had an expectation of being able to, park there and be able to not have to worry about moving their car in the morning. And it was changed without any notice, and that's just wrong.
Bellerin says reimbursements for tickets and towing are available for anyone affected there.
6:39 right now, and happening today, Mohawk Auto Group in the Capital Region Aquatic Center dropping off a donation to the Albany County Sheriff's Homeless Improvement Program. Personal hygiene product donations collected throughout the month of October, and now those will be dropped off at 10 o'clock this morning.
The Atlanta Braves are World Series champions after beating the Houston Astros 7-zip last night, and Shen grad Ian Anderson, of course, a member of that team at just 23 years old, World Series champion. How awesome is that?
Wow.
The Braves again shutting down the Astros 7-zip in Game 6 last night in Houston. Designated hitter Jorge Soler was named the World Series MVP. This is the first World Series title for the Braves since 1995. For more coverage of the game itself, just go to our website, news10.com.
Wow, thrilling for the Shen community,
yeah.
the entire capital region. Just
that's right.
Fantastic. Still to come, a local ballot measure in the city of Albany passing with overwhelming support.
News 10's Jen Seelig will be live with the latest on Prop 7.
The News 10 ABC's Coats for Kids drive still underway, and we could use your help. You can bring a gently used coat to a number of area dry cleaners, or you can make a monetary donation online to purchase a new coat for kids in need. Now, to find the participating locations, if you want to drop off a gently used coat to the dry cleaners, just go to our website. Everything you need is at news10.com.
You're watching News 10 ABC, your local news leader, with Christina Arangio, Ryan Peterson, Mary Wilson, and meteorologist Jill Swed.